Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Hudia Reza and today I'm presenting my final project as part of the DevOps training program from Pacman. In this video, I'll walk you through the CI/CD workflow I developed for a simple web application called Pacmail. Pacmail is a basic email web app that allows users to sign up, log in, and send emails. With this CI/CD pipeline, we hope that we help the automation deployments and ensuring public accessibility and high reliability and scalability. Okay, let's dive in. The background and problem statement with this project is there's no automated deployment. So when we develop the code, we deploy it manually to repository and then deploy again to the server. So it takes time and too many manual process, and this could lead an error because the many manual things, and then the updates could lead the downtime, disrupt user experience because the update needs to setting to the website cannot be accessed, and then we need to stop the process and we need to update first. With this automation, we could reduce the downtime. Then we can bring the public accessibility through a public domain. So the solution, we will do the first step is server preparation, and then second is compose the application using Docker and CI/CD pipeline using GitHub Runner and Git Docker Hub for registry, and then domain and reverse proxy configuration, Nginx and certbot, and then DNS server. So in the server preparation, we choose the cloud server base like AWS, GCP, Azure, or Alibaba, and then we set up and updates if they are updated for the server, and then we install the Docker, install the Nginx, then the firewall configuration to allow us to traffic for HTTP port 80 and port for HTTPS, SSL for 443. Okay, the second step is the application containerization. In this containerization, we develop 3 services. So the service is front end using Node.js or React, and the back end using Flash app, and then we also have the service database using PostgreSQL. Some of these services have the custom image for backend, so we need to create the Docker file for the backend, and the front end we also need to set up the environment, and then Postgre for the connection between the backend and database. So in this containerization, we set using Docker Compose, and then setting up the variable and ports. In this case, we are using the Docker network host. So the port we should really use the so the port we setting so there's no conflict between every application and services. So in the CI/CD pipeline implementation, the first step is the developer develop the code, right? And then they are testing in their local if they are working, and then the developer push the code to the GitHub. In this process, we are triggered that when some developer push the code to the branch, then it will trigger the testing if the application start normally, and then we can use it for further in the server. And then if the developer will want to merge to main feature, it will trigger the staging development. But before staging development, we can create the parameter that the merge pull and merge request should be reviewed by the another contributor, maybe somebody like our supervisor or our manager. And then if all works, we can do the release. We can do the tag release push. The tag publish and edit will trigger another code to publish to the container registry. So the code will trigger the Docker Hub. Then if the tag is released, it will trigger to deploy to the server. Like the diagram in the right above, you can see from code development, local testing, push to GitHub, CI, and then staging, registry, and deployment to server. So in the image management and deployment, this is really helpful because we can see the version of the software that we use, like the version of release, bug fixes, and we can see the develop one series with another, so we can see the develop of the program clearly. And then the domain and reverse proxy configuration, we are using the domain registration, then we use the free DNS, and then in the server we setting the nginx config to reverse proxy. So if we set the each of the application, like the service front end using port 3000, that using React or not default, so it will reverse the proxy to the domain that we configure. In this case, we are using the pacmail.groups.id. We will try the demo in the end of section. After that, we also can generate the SSL connection using the certbot, so the connection will be more securely with HTTPS. Okay, that's all the conclusion or benefit of the CI/CD of Pacmail, that we can increase the development frequency, and it will be documented really good, improve code quality because of the testing, and then the versioning from the GitHub, and then the container registry. Reduce the development time, so every time we release the version, it's also automatically trigger to deploy to the server, so the deployment also more automatic and more fast than the manual deployment. Improve reliability and increase scalability to maybe we can use further for the another server or the another platform. Okay, I will demo the application. This is the Pacmail groups.id. It shall have the HTTPS connection. We can try this using consent up first. So the testing is work, and then we can try to send email. Then we can see the inbox is already received. This is the sender from testing also, and subject and body. So this is already done in the HTTPS, and every service is connected successfully. Thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye.